Is this the soundtrack to that show, ER? I know they're playing it on the radio. Anyway, WTMD, Baltimore, Maryland. They play the interesting shows. I think that's it. Yeah, so this morning I wake up, well, I had a little nap before I left because...
attack and teardrop.
Massive attack. Teardrop. I wake up I took a little nappy because, man, I don't know, I could pass out after having a cup of coffee and breakfast with my son because it was, so we saw his sister my daughter for 12 hours. Not even quite. No, about 10 hours. we brought her home. She had a connecting flight, so she stretched it. She went up to the desk and said, "Can I move this flight to the morning?" And they're like, "Yeah." So she did. So we came home and had a powwow in the middle of the bed with one of our mutual best friends, Sarah and my son. And I wake up this morning, I come upstairs and Beth's granddaughter and grandson are there, and I'm like, "All right, like, why are you here? Why are you here? You're supposed to be at school." And I did hear that she had been bullied to the point, well, she's bullied constantly in school, which is all they do at school, is bully. The bullies are completely allowed. I mean, it is unbelievable in school now. It is a fucking war zone, but you can't say nothing because then it gets your ass beat even more. And then if you do say, and if you adequately strategize to protect yourself like this girl did, which now she's ashamed of. Well, not ashamed, but she's like, "I know I should think before I talk. I know I should think before I talk. I'm going, girl, I know. And you're right. You need to definitely learn how to reel it in. But I also understand, because I said to your grandma when she was like, when she found out about it, Beth was like, "Oh, I'm going to tell her." And I said, "Wait a second. Just before you think about what you're going to tell her, think about why on earth she might have told a group of kids that she has a knife in her backpack at age 10. Now, why on earth? Now, this is not a troubled child who's acts up everywhere. No, it isn't. This is the kid that's bullied extremely every day, and she finally fucking said, "You better fucking knock it off! I got a knife!" Oh, suddenly, the discussion. Oh, and she said something like that on social media, too, because of all the bullying. Which the school ripped up the parents, everybody's flipping out about what she said on Facebook, and I'm just like, what? Well, the thing is, nobody stops the perpetrators. And then when the person that's in the victimized position, I'm not calling her a victim, she is placed in the victimization position. She's placed there by the bulliers, the bullies, and the ones who support the bullies. And then as soon as she says, "Yo, got a knife, bitch," they're like, "Oh, you can't do that!" So what are they doing with this girl? What are they creating her to be? Because that's what I went through. And then I finally got so far, then I became afraid to say anything. Then I had kids, then that was a fucking mistake. Then, not to have them, but with them in the frame, with the person I was with the frame of mind I was in at the time, because I was like, I have no rights, I have no voice, I have no nothing. And I taught my children the same thing inadvertently. By accident. And I'm reeling it back in now and telling them, "I'm wrong, I was wrong, and they're like, "Wow, thanks, Mom, okay, cool. You're welcome, kids." But it's bullshit. It's total bullshit. And I'm like, I'm not saying that she should be like, "Oh, don't worry about it, Lily, it's okay." Yeah, she should learn how to control herself, but she should also learn that we're not saying that because we think she's wrong for how she feels. She's only wrong, her actions are only wrong because of how stupid the system is and how it's not gonna support her attempt at retaliation for all this bullying. So because she's not gonna be supported, she's gonna have to find other strategies to deal with bullying. And I think it was her Pop Tim last night that said, "Well, she's gonna have to punch him in the face." I don't know if it was him or somebody else. She's got to punch. One punch, and that's it. And she can say, "Well, nobody's got any weapons. Punch these bitches out." I hate to say it. Punch these bitches out, and then they'll fucking stop. She might get suspended. She might get it. So nobody will fuck with her anymore, will they? This is what it's come to, folks. So it was like that when I was in school. My best friend Paula's mom said, "You ever get in a fight, you better come home, their ass better be kicked, not yours." I mean, her mother was like, "Their ass better look worse than you. Ain't putting up with their sissies." Well, now, anyway, and she's all right. She never put up with no shit. So, Bullies. You can't tell them I got a knife. You can't do that. She didn't have a knife, but she did not have one. But I mean, she just cracked under the pressure of extreme bullying. It is constant. It never ends. I know. I had it myself. I was small and flat-chested, and I was mocked mercilessly for not having boobs. It was unbelievable. On my 5-year anniversary reunion for school, I had tits, y'all. Guess what? All the motherfuckers that mocked me, you flat-chested boy, you flat-chested dumb bitch, were fucking drooling. They were fucking bald and shit and fat, and I was fucking hot as fuck at 21. Then I went again, another few years later went again. I'll go back. Fuck them people. They all wanted to talk to me. Where were you when you were like, you literally bullied me. You literally mocked my sexual development. My physical development stages were behind everybody else's. You mocked me for that. Fuck you. I was like, fuck y'all. Ha! Yes. Ridiculous. Fuck schools. Fuck the government. And all them. All right. Got it? Okay. Good. Peace out, YouTube. I'm on my way home.